So last time we left with gathering the data um, from Spotify. So this is basically a list. Data is basically a list of playlists that the user has, and the idea for today is to basically get these things right. So we are going to get the um, ID of each of the data. So each of the playlist. We're going to get its name, and we're going to get all the tracks from it. We're going to get the total count of the number of tracks that it has, and also get a cover image that I have not put here yet. Okay, so if we start by, since we already have the data, let's say const. So this is just to clean up the whole data that we get. Because otherwise there will be too many items that we do not need, and then it will be much more difficult to parse it later on. So we will do it from within the server before we go into the front end. So, okay, let's not do that. So data is a list of objects. So we'll say data dot, and all of the things that we need is within the items. So we say data dot items. No, yeah. And then now this is the list which actually contains our playlists, right? So we have data.items, and we're gonna map each of the playlists within our data. So we have each of the playlists within that data, and from here we are going to build an object with all the things that we need. So we'll say ID, and that is simply going to be the playlist ID. What else did we say we needed? So we needed the name. So it's the playlist dot name. Now I think we needed the top image. So this will be playlist dot mm, images. But the thing with the images is Spotify returns us about 3 images, and depending on the size. So what we will do is get the first image, and we'll get the URL. I think it is. I don't know if it's URL or URI. I think it is URL. And so just get the URL of it, and when we actually need to display the image, we will do it directly from the web. We also needed the total tracks, and that is also within the playlist dot. I think it's within the tracks dot total. Let's put the comma over there, and then is that it? Also, we need the tracks hyperlink reference. No, do we? Tracks dot hyperlink. So from here we cannot get our songs. So at least for now, what we're doing is I'm getting the endpoint for this specific playlist and tracks, and we will probably make another function later on which takes in the hyperlink reference and then queries the all of the tracks and its data for that playlist. And I think which might be a more efficient way of looking through it. But for now, we'll leave it at that. Mm. Actually, we will also add the actual playlist reference. Playlist link. So if what we will do in our front end is give the user to visit the actual playlist from the thing, and for that we will need the playlist reference. So we'll simply say playlist dot hyperlink reference. That should do the job. So if I, instead of returning the data, we return the required data. Save that and oops. Okay. So from here, what we'll say is localhost. Our account is login. So we got our ID, we got our playlist link, we got the name of the playlist, we got the cover image for the playlist, we got the total number of tracks, and we got the total number of songs. So what I want to work on now is to get the those songs for this playlist given the hyperlink reference, right? So let's try to build that. Yes, we cannot make this comment anymore. So we'll come up here and then we will build in a sync function. So what we will say is, I really need to get out of the habit of using this. I think using variables is a much better idea. So what we want is tracks. We'll say get tracks from playlist. And we'll make that a sync function. And then there we go. This is sync function. All it needs is a playlist link. Yeah, that's good enough. We can call it whatever we want. And so we'll say const. So it's going to return a response after we do a fetch. So we'll say fetch. And this is basically going to be the playlist name. I don't know what the endpoint requires. So if we have a look, let's go playlist ID. So we need to get the tracks. No, it should be within playlist. So if we say get playlist items, so it'll give us. So we go to playlist slash playlist.items. Did our thing return it with the tracks again? So we basically have the endpoint. So what does it really mean? So when we make a get request, playlist ID will be given, but we have the whole playlist ID will be given. Fields, is that optional? Is that required? We don't actually need to pass in any parameters by the looks of things, but I don't know if it will accept it. Let's try it out. Why not? If we get into track playlist, we also still need to pass the access token again to make sure that data is accessed. So it shows they get access token. And in our response, we say that, and all we need to do with our headers, which is basically what was it? Let me remember again. Which is basically that authorization with the bearer plus access to it. Just copy and paste that up here. We have the response. And what we'll say is const all the tracks is going to be simply our response. And then we have to await that. Simply our response. And then we return it as it says so. And then our function will return all the tracks. Okay. But when we call our get fetch from playlist, we also have to pass in an access token there. And hopefully that works. Let's see. Wrong one. Okay, there we go. So now basically for that given playlist, we're getting all the tracks, edits, informations, which is a lot of data. And again, we do not need all of this data. Okay. So what we will try to do is first really understand. Let me go back to the level API. Really try to understand this data and just see what we actually need from this. So we are in get playlist items, tracks. So it returns us all these things. Doesn't seem to match up. Okay, we have the items and do we have added that? We have added bike. Okay, so it's basically this. So what we need to do is we need to get the hmm, wait. It's returning us a list of items. So let's try to get the items first. Again, we will make a required data here. Required data, and we'll basically take all our tracks, and we will get the items. So that will be the list of items. From there, from list of items, I think I want to map it because do I? Let's say track object. What's that displaying? Okay, so that's displaying for it. This is episode object. What does it look like? Episode object is something that I would want, even though this is field forward of the episode. Normally, okay, we don't need that actually. So from here, we need to go into the items, and from there we will get into track, and we will see what that person track, and then from there it will be easier to see what the data actually contains. Oh, okay. What happened here? I have no idea. Okay, let's go back. See if there's no error either. So it's just data return. You can see items will not be any better. Okay, so we're getting the items. Is there no track within it? There is a track, but that's a screw. Okay. And now there is a track on the outside of here. So why are we not getting anything when I say dot track? Items. Items is a list. Okay, let's say map. We need to map. So I think I have figured it now, but I don't really understand why or how of it. So I have the all tracks.items and I'm mapping through it. And inside there is should be an item. And that item has the track which has the ID, right? So initially I thought within the items there will be a track, but wait, all track.items. Oh, I guess it's a list of. So when I call in items, it's a list of all the tracks. Is that what's happening? Items.map. So what we're saying is for each item. Let me go back here. So this is basically what our playlist returns, right? So this is the tracks of the playlist. Inside there we have items. Items holds is an array of playlist of track object. So we have track objects here, which are all objects. This is where we're getting the actual data from. Right? Track one of, I think this is another tracks or episode. Dot track. Dot track dot ID. And then track dot ID. Is that here? Popularity link from. Okay. I think I kind of get it because I was just trying to explain it. But basically, from my understanding, is so we have the items array. From there, where we call item, we're actually calling this track, and then the thing we are calling track is the actual track object. So we have the items, we map it, so that's our track, the top level track. And inside the track, this actual thing called track is the track object, and from there we get ID. But since it is working, as you can see here, we got all the IDs. We can also try to get other details. So let me go through that for now. Let's see what track object contains. I don't think I will need the album for the time being. We'll link it when providing full details of the track. Could do that, but I don't know if it's necessary for the moment. The name of the track, yeah, definitely need the name. Name is item.track.name. Popularity. I'll add the popularity for now. I think I will need it later on. Item.track.popularity. Track number, the number of tracks if we have an album. Okay, we have not inside an album at the moment. Because that will not be fun. Stable ID. Need images. I think the only way to get it is through the album. So we have album. Array of image objects. So that is we will get the actual album's image rather than the track's image. Normally it works out pretty well, so it shouldn't be fine. So what I will say is cover image is going to be item.track.album, I think. If I'm not mistaken. Album, yeah, and inside the album should be images, which is a list. I will only grab the first one and we will grab the URL of the images. Yeah. There you go. That does the job. Let's see if it's working properly. Oh, let's see. Oh. No. What is going on here? Just click the album image. It should be images, not image. Let's go back. Okay. So we got the ID, name, popularity, and the cover image. Okay. So this is all for the playlist. What I also did need, I think is possible, is the song data. So like acousticness, the loudness, and those kind of things. Not exactly sure where I can find them. But let's have a look. Restrictions. Artist. These are all artists. Maybe I should get the artist details as well. That would be quite nice. Track artist, yeah, artist, and then I just need the names to be honest. Names to the name of the artist. So I can just get artist dot names. So it will be inside track without okay. Artist, and I'll just say item dot track dot artists. Oh my god. ARTISTS dot name. Hopefully that works. But it's returning error because we have an error for the time being. Okay. Nope. Did I fix the error from before? Dot name is not defined. Okay. Generic properties are undefined. And this is artist items dot track dot artist items dot track dot artists dot name. It's a thing, but you never know how things are laid out. So let's just remove return the artist if that's the thing. So we might not even be getting to that level at this point. Okay. Ooh, it's not. It's not returning us the artist. To be honest, item dot track dot inside album again. Let me see. And now we got album, we got artists. Who was an artist? AR. Only works if you spell things correctly. And that is never happening when you're building something. I was spending 5 hours trying to get a spelling mistake working. So yeah, the sub is it's fine. Anyway, let's double check this. We got artist, name, number, because this is a list. I think I might just get the first artist. Usually, we can come back around and do things later on if we need more specific. So, Dominic, five. Okay, so for five, I think that is pretty good. So okay, I was talking about the thickness and stuff. Let's see. I don't want to spend too much time searching for it if possible. But just in case if we do find it very quickly, then uh, will be in track. Checking the same price, audio features. Okay, so okay, I just need to go into a different endpoint and get the audio features. Do I do that now? Is the real question. Do I do that now? 36. I think I can do it right now. Just checking the time of how much I had, but I think it's okay. So it will be should be quite similar. So far, we'll just say audio features, audio features, and function, and also I will, let me see, audio features lastly takes the ID of the audio, so song ID. So in here, what we will do is pass in the access token and the response. That will basically just be fetching the data from this endpoint that we have. Right? Saying that that fix. Does that work? I don't remember. Only if that, that's where I'm going to be fetching the data from, and basically our headers is going to be authorization, and what we do is we our mirror plus so access to the okay. Once so what are we doing? Audio features. Features. All features. So what we want is response. This one is that's great. Where that not part of an error. So I can just do this. all this so easy. So here and then it's a bit of this. Okay. Anyway, so basically I have the audio features. I'm getting the audio features. Just need to quick check before I am able to do this. Maybe here. That's what I will initially need. And anyway, that was the main time. Instead of sending that, send the. It's not like how it. Is it not a simple? It's a simple function. There's not really. I really need to read it, to be honest. I'll try that later on when I have time just to see if I need it or not. This bit, let's say that it's within the area seems to be within the undefined map. Why is map undefined? Connected properties are undefined. Reading map. Why is it undefined? And that is happening up here. Stop this.